that's enough of that nonsense. So you're probably thinking that I'll be a lot closer to having a car running. Welcome back to the whatever this channel's called. It's been so long I can't really remember. It's been a little while since I've uploaded a update about my car, but now's the time. I'm going to tell you what hasn't been happening and what the future of the car in this channel really is. Hello! So it's been a little while since I've made a video. This might not be the video some of you want to see or are expecting. Yeah, long time since I've done anything on the car. A few reasons for that we'll get into. So you join me at the moment. I'm sat at the side of a fishing lake in the rain, trying to catch a fish. So, last time I worked on the car, I'm not going to say I lost interest, but there's a lot of problems that I've come across. Where to put the steering rack is a big one of those. There is sort of room, but everywhere's a compromise. Honestly thinking that if I want to do it right, I'm going to probably have to start again. Do the front setup, and it's probably my fifth setup. It's not just the cost of doing it. Every time I've made 5 or 6 sets of wishbones, and each one's been £70-80 worth of metal, which fine. You just got to live with that, and I've still got the metal. I can still chop it up and still use it for something else. It's the time. In between the last time I put an update and to today, I've set up my own business. So I pretty much do what I used to do. I repair buses and coaches, but I've gone out on my own. So, got myself a van, got myself some tools. I got on my own now, which is great. Me being the innocent, I said to myself, it'll be great working for myself, because I'll only have to work when I want to work. And I genuinely thought I'd be able to work 3 days a week and get 3? I'd be able to work 3 days a week and have 4 days off every week, or something like that. That's not that's not how the world works. I'm absolutely in a blessed position that I have more work coming my way than I can do. And right now, that's kind of my priority, to do as much work as I can do. I'm sat at the side of a fishing lake, which is my other massive hobby. I haven't been fishing since April, possibly. Not put a proper session in anyway. The lake that I'm fishing here at the minute is a syndicate, which means it's limited numbers, very difficult ticket to get, and that runs out in March. There's a very large carp in here, goes by the name of Pinky, which is, among many others, one that I would very much like to catch. So in my little spare time, this is what I want to prioritise, is trying to get this fish caught. There's lots of others in here I'd like to catch, but that one, and it does often come out around the end of autumn, which is getting into October, generally gets caught the first sort of frosts of the year. And then it'll often do a couple of captures throughout the winter, and then isn't seen again for the summer. So that is where I want to prioritise my time at the minute. I've just come off the back of, I think I must have just worked 40 days straight, something like that, if not more, probably more, maybe even 50 days straight, long hours as well, which is great. I've got customers. I've got into the flow of things. I know how things are going, but it's you need some time to yourself, don't you? Rainbow over there. I know at least half of my subscriber base is American. I don't know if you get rainbows in America, but it's raining here and it's sunny, and that's when we get them. That's when they come out. Anyway, what was I saying? What was I blabbering about? Yeah, so putting my time into fishing. So building the car, the route I was going down, we've discussed it. It's quite experimental, to me anyway. I've never built a car like it. I've not really seen a car done before with a suspension setup like that. Would need, just alone to get it to theoretically work, I've had to redesign it several times. And, sorry, I got tea in my moustache. I've had to redesign it multiple times. That's without it even turning a wheel. So once it starts trying to use it, the amount of R&D, research and development I'd have to put into it. Probably building it again and again and again. I just haven't got that sort of time. So, what do I do? With front-wheel drive cars like this, they need a good prepped surface, a good drag strip. My local drag strip would be Santa Pod, which, when towing a vehicle down there, 5.5 hour drive. It's a long old way to go just to find out the car doesn't work, and then have to come back another 5.5 hours, rebuild it, to then go back again. It would be a full-time job just trying to get it to work, just trying to do that. There are local drag strips to me. They're all what you'd call no prep, so although they're much better surfaces now than they used to be, they are effectively closed runways. They're not glued to the extent that somewhere like Santa Pod would be. It isn't really ideal for a front-wheel drive car. Any data I'd get from there would be next to useless. As you can see, the car's just been sat rotting away in the garage. Used for storage, pretty much, just things piling on top. I've almost not wanted to look at it. It becomes, yeah, it's a bit difficult. So, what do we do now? Well, some of you will be pleased to know that I've been speaking to a few people. I'm in the process of getting an adapter plate made to fit a Powerglide gearbox. I'm getting a rear axle drawn up in a minute, and we are going rear-wheel drive. Yeah,